Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement
I just hear the shy, like just the wheeze from Adler, and it sent me.
I thought about saying something, but I couldn't say it because I was laughing from it.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons. I'm Samantha, your DM. We have Dusty, Josh, Adler, Jacob playing their characters who have just finished the quest, which is a life of beauty. The Price of Beauty. The Price of Beauty, which took them to the Temple of the Restful Lily, a temple to Soon that was taken over by hags. They had to fight the hags. They had to break the curses on the victims. And now they're preparing to leave and go back to Candlekeep. The book says that the temple is to the southeast of Silverymoon, but if that's the case, then they're closer to Everlund than they are to Silverymoon. So we actually are putting them to the southwest of Silverymoon, in a very edge of the high forest, which would make them 30 miles away. Basically a day's worth of travel on a horse would get you to Silverymoon. So, you guys are going to leave the next morning after having a full rest. Felthrax came to you last night and explained that he is ready to return to Candlekeep, but he will be bringing Silvery, the Priestess of Soon, with him.
Why?
He has taken her under his wing. He is going to help her heal from this trauma.
So who's going to be heading up the temple?
No one.
Oh, so the temple's just going to close?
Iphenia is coming with you guys, and they go and say their goodbyes to Cyrena, the naiad who is going to keep watch over the pond. I think naiads might be able to leave the water if they're powerful enough, but they have to stay close.
Are we bringing Falthrax with us as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ilmar the Harper now knows that this place needs to be guarded, and he can go and recruit someone to come start their business, their life here. So he is also going to join you on the travels to Silverymoon, where he will look for priests to take over.
A big party.
Yeah. So you're right, it's a huge party. We have all four of you. We have Etmire and Paxley, we have Falthrax, we have Silvery, we have Iphenia, and we have Ilmar.
Huge.
Plus Stu, Admiral, and Gunpowder. Silvery isn't talking much. She stares into space a lot. She just stares, and anytime someone looks at her, she quickly covers a part of her face and looks away, and she talks to people turned away.
I'm gonna go up to Silvery and just like tug on her dress, and I'm just gonna hold out the Night Lion.
She goes, "What is this?"
This is Sir Lion.
Sir Lion?
He'll protect you
From what?
from anything that looks to harm you, mental or otherwise. He protects your brain.
Thank you.
Yeah, just hold on to him.
So she takes him and holds on to him.
You just look really stressed out, and it's stressing me out. So stop it.
Iphenia immediately sees the interaction and is like, "I'm gonna break this up." So, she looks at you from a distance, and she's standing next to Stu, and she goes, "You.
Yeah.
You and this pony, you are friends."
It's kind of a Stu. I would call our relationship less than a friendship and more of a working compromise.
She is good.
Have you met her?
She is unique, which makes her interesting. But she is a good pony.
What is she doing right now?
Licking the hell chicken.
Of course. Honestly, ever since she got that chicken, I think like she has taken a speck of responsibility.
The way that she notices other animals is respectable. She is very aware of her surroundings at all times.
You are giving her a lot of benefit of the doubt.
I traveled with her a long time, and actually, she's not that bad. Which is shock. All of you are like, "What the fuck? What is going on?"
This is pretty wild that you like Stu. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of freaking me out.
And
I thought she was funny at first, and she's pretty much proved to be a nuisance.
Gunsmoke is just leaning sadly against his owner. Sorry, Gunsmoke. Gunpowder is sadly leaning against his owner, looking around.
For his girlfriend?
Yes. He's like, Clay, your horse is melancholy. His head's just hanging and he's just leaning against you.
She wasn't his girl lady, though.
He thought she was.
There was another one. Well,
Another girl horse?
I swore there was. It wasn't.
There was Presty.
I forgot about Presty!
Yeah. She was totally into gunpowder.
So he's still kind of sad because he liked. We have a horse love triangle.
He's a player.
So he is sad. Presty's just hanging out, but you're not there, Thalia. So Presty's just like looking around. Thalia, you are in the shrine. Before you leave, you wanted to address the water weird. Everyone has said their goodbyes to the water naiad and the water weird and any of the other guests that are going to be staying a bit longer.
I'm happy I didn't get you,
What
or you killed.
When we go back to when Clay went back to the tower, was that like air elemental thing gone?
Good question. Roll perception for me, Clay.
If we're Captain. 22.
Okay. You are able to just barely make out this ghostly figure. Nope, that's not it. Sorry. Did I lose it?
Yeah, it was silvery.
Where did it go? It's gone now. Did I accidentally delete it? It's gone. That's weird. How did that happen between episodes? That's weird. So, Clay, you are able to just barely make this thing out. It is way less corporeal than it was before. And I would like you to roll history, please. Oh, that's right. I brought it way down to the NPC. Okay, yep, never mind. I know where it is now.
The windy.
The windy.
History?
Yes, please.
18.
Do you remember what Lumiere said about his existence?
That he was just there. I can't remember exactly.
He also said that
Genasi.
when he's more involved with fire, he becomes less physical. He has to let water, air, and earth into his life in order to maintain his form within Candlekeep, or he'll get shrunk again. So you rolled so high enough on your history, you remember Lumiere saying that about his existence.
I remember Lumiere saying anything about that existence stuff.
And when a Genasi is born, who knows if they know how to speak yet? Who knows if they know anything yet?
That's a fresh baby born Genasis.
Do you want to go tell the others that and get their opinions, or do you guys want to try anything with this spirit?
Flask. I go back and go, hey fellas, that thing there is an air Genasis.
Oh,
You guys want to go check it out?
sure.
See if we can get it to go to Candlekeep with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. See if I can howdy its socks off.
The other option with your flask is to take Cyrena with you, too.
Ooh.
Who's Cyrena again?
The Naiad.
Oh,
Oh man, yes, she's totally just stranded here forever.
Well, Ilmar's going to have some other priests come and take care of him.
Oh.
But yeah, so Clay leads you over to this thing that's actually drifting very high up in the air now, you realize. And what's really strange is it almost seems like it's walking. You can vaguely make out a shape, like a bipedal shape. And the way that it's walking isn't in any random direction. It's like as if there's a flat surface up there that you can't see. It is walking.
Hello.
Barely a reaction. You definitely can tell it heard you, but it's not ignoring you. It just, what is it supposed to do with that?
Are you looking to become corporeal?
It doesn't know what any of those words mean.
Okay. You guys think we should flask this or save? I mean, I could flask Cyrena as well.
I don't think we need to. I mean, Try eating the ground.
Can't understand you.
What?
Try.
I couldn't understand you.
Try eating the ground.
I thought you said try eating the black ground.
I'm gonna throw dirt at it. Hit! Just a butt
It
ball.
almost seems like it hits something before it reaches.
Careful, guys.
Like there's an invisible wall.
We don't
Oh.
want to be creating the dirt man.
I don't know. I was just speaking Elvish. You're stupid.
Do you want to pray to your god of elements? You worship the god of fire.
Sure.
But only when it's
Mock.
beneficial to him.
Mock. Answer these prayers. Answer these questions. Is there anything we should do to help this being?
And just like most prayers to Moke, you feel yourself fill with a warmth that could erupt into flames.
Unfortunately, I do not know if I have any fire spells.
You love the gods, man.
I could cast Sacred Flame, but that is not fire. Says flame, but it's not fire. That's
You
weird.
have to offer it fire.
Does anyone have ability to make fire
Or water.
or water?
I have ability to make water in my jug.
Oh yeah, squirt it with your jug.
Squirt.
So you spray water up into the air so it rains all over all of you. And the cloud-like being that is walking around does seem to become thicker, like a cloud. Like a thick white cumulonimbus fluffy being that is walking. It looks much more like the picture now where there's hair drifting into the wind. And their body almost seems to be covered in this cloud-like fabric that just dissipates into the air as they walk.
Oh my gosh, Phyllis, that's right. Lumiere was a Ganassis who had to use all the other elements to create his physical form. I remember now, Phyllis. I remember.
So
I remember that I forgot to tell you that little bit of information.
So we need to include now fire and earth.
Alright, does anyone have fire spell or torch?
Maybe the one that blew us up.
I'm not there.
Oh, you're not. We need Thalia. She blew us the fuck up during that fight.
Click them. Can I have?
Also, who has the
There.
comprehend languages?
Why?
Oh.
The circlet.
Bag of holding.
I think Gumbo does now? I don't remember.
Clay, who did you give your circlet of comprehend languages to?
Gumbo.
Okay.
Gumbo's like, oh yeah, he takes off his deer stalker hat. And then there's the circlet. He's like, I'm gonna tune to this real quick. Hold on, I've just been wearing it like a tiara.
So while you guys are hanging out,
Does it allow you to speak the language?
yeah.
Oh, I think it's just comprehending it.
Okay, but that's still something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so changing over to Thalia, you walk down the steps to the now empty shrine. There is a very still pool of water in the basement of the shrine. And when you walk down, there is nothing to greet you, nothing happens.
Let's see. Do you remain here still? I can't imagine you would have gone anywhere else.
You see a ripple in the water.
I am in need of your help. There is something that I cannot solve on my own that I would like some guidance in.
A very round, kind of baldish head pops up. Just round water with just like human ears and glossed over eyes. Because this thing is completely made of water. Way less physical than the Naiad. This thing kind of comes out of the water and looks at you. And realizes that you are in fact addressing her. She doesn't speak with a mouth and with vocal cords. Instead, it's almost like you hear the water bounce off the walls and echo back to you. You hear her voice coming from every direction except for her, so she's bouncing it. So in a watery tone, she goes,
You seek the aid of a water weird,
I do.
and I am here to aid those who need healing. What it is of yours that is failing?
It is not me, but those I travel with. They have a pact with a horrible being which has marred their souls. I seek to find a way that this pact may be removed from them, or if it is possible at all. I would see what the fates have in store for my friends.
I can tell you without searching that a pact begets a pact.
you have to make another pact in order to break a pact.
But there are items out there that can transcend the magic of words. What would you like me to look for? Would you like a path, or would you like where the future is going now?
I would like to see where the future leads if it is not changed, if they remain with this wound.
She trails the water with her fingertips, which creates a ripple that bounces higher and higher and eventually encompasses the pool in a big bubble of water. She almost disappears, like those Orby gels that disappear in the water. But you swear you can see the currents of the water and the bubbles in the water making patterns that resemble arcane and divine flows of magic. So what she is looking for, I want to make sure I understand this. Because she definitely understands you, but I want to make sure I understand it. You're trying to see what the outcome is of Lefarius in their life.
Yes, if nothing changes and they're like, and they keep on this like current path of like rolling, pulling all the cards and stuff.
Okay. So you hear her voice again, even though you can't see her. It's coming from the bubble. She says,
The opinion of whether this is a wound that is poisonous or a wound that is healing is up to the beholder. As some wounds cut out damages, some wounds keep the flesh open for air and medicine, while other wounds allow for the entry of poison and the quicker succumb to death. I see neither in this pact. I neither see a quicker end to their already risky lives, nor do I see glory that they would not have achieved otherwise. They were always destined for greatness and for risk. This pact does not seem to alter their path, just involve another being in it.
Then this is not what will doom the world.
For the safety of your friends, this pact does not appear to be one that would shorten or lengthen their lives or happiness, as something else would have done the same either way. As for the value of the world, the effects of their movements will come to be so far past your lifetimes, I cannot for sure say if they are in your favor or not.
and what you know about pacts is sometimes pacts with really great beings seem so arbitrary and plain. Like why does this being want this person in this place at this time moving this one object? Because they're playing a chess game that goes over millennia. So that's kind of the hint you're getting here.
Okay. Thank you. I believe that gives me some clarity.
Thank you for caring. so much about the health of this world that you would venture our knowledge into this idea.
And she seems to, while the bubble dissipates around her, leaving just her figure, she then dissipates into the water.
I'm gonna stay there, just sort of contemplating the water for a bit before I head back to everyone else.
Yes. Eventually you head back, and you do find that some time has passed. You were about to head up front, but you realize they're all at the tower. You see them there, because it's not that far away.
Tower.
The nun tower, the Gone tower.
The nun tower.
So
The
you
Tower of Dawn.
you see that they're all just walking in circles, waiting around Gumbo, who's sitting and holding his circlet or thinking about his circlet. So right as you get there is right when you would have finished the attunement, Gumbo.
Hello, Gumbo.
Being in... Oh, hey, Thalia. What's up? I was about to communicate with the being in the air. I just attuned to this tiara of understanding.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Okay, thank you.
I start.
Being of the air!
I start cussing in Leonin.
Is it right that you can't speak with it? You just understand
Nope,
it?
I am speaking in common.
Okay,
So I'm just like, I do not speak up. And then I will also just...
So the thing is like,
They're rattling the air again, making noises and vibrations with these molecules. I feel it through my body. What are they to do? Is this life?
If I make wind noises, do I hear gibberish in it comes back in my own comprehension?
you're like saying, arm bottle, water night, and time.
So it basically talked about the sensation of feeling the moving air that we create with our voices.
That's quite abstract.
And I learned that what I said was complete gibberish.
I walk up to it.
Not even offensive, just
And you're
fully
under
gibberish.
it, and it looks down at you.
I use my daunting roar ability. So I let out a very loud roar.
You hear it essentially scream, Gumbo. It just sounds like rushing air, but it screams, and you see it running as if it's running upstairs and up flights of stairs and ladders and climbing higher into the sky.
Always freaking out.
What are we intending to do here?
I don't fucking know. It's some stupid see.
So it's not your initiative. Is it your initiative, Gumbo?
Hmm?
What are we hoping to do here?
Honestly, I think this is
Clay, what would you do?
it came from the tornado, and I just kind of maybe wanted a little bit more information on how it came to
What would I
exist.
do?
It doesn't seem like it
don't
can understand
know.
you.
Again,
Like,
I
what do
can-
you want
yeah.
done here? Do you want the Genasi to...
Yeah, Clay, what do you want? Do you want me to capture this thing?
For what purpose?
Yeah, for what? To what end?
Let us grow up in civilization. And
I want to see. Can Gumbo,
Yeah,
you're tuned to the circle, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna try something to see if it understands it.
Okay.
I speak to it in Aquan.
Oh! Yes, yes. It looks right down at you. Aquan is just a different dialect of elemental. So it has trouble understanding you, but it does understand you are talking to it. Can you tell me what you say in Aquan?
Howdy.
Yes. First off, howdy.
Keep 'em honest.
Do you know what you're doing here?
It reaches out and goes, I do not know how it is I speak. I do not know how it is I am here.
Am I having Gumbo interpret this for
Yes.
me? Because I don't understand.
Yes.
Okay.
I am in the air, I am of the air. I see the ground and I see the things around me, but what is it am I to do? Where do I go and how do I feel?
I'm sucking all the elements, baby.
And I speak to it in Aquan once again. I know of someone like you, but they were a fire version of you. Would you like to come with us so you can learn more about what you are?
I would like to know who I am and what I am, so I may decide what I should do and where I should go.
Can it like travel with us, or should I capture it? Like, what's the deal?
Are you able to travel with us?
it glides down. It goes down the stairs and down the walls and then
I
jumps out.
think he'll be able to move with us.
And then goes, I can follow you if you do me no harm. Like that one there.
We won't do you any harm. So I'm assuming that Gumbo is saying this to me. We won't do you any harm. Also,
That won't cause a harm. I just screamed.
please don't scare it again. The roar really scared it.
Rawr.
Rawr!
Rawr.
So, as it seems, again a knock one, we will not harm you. We only want to protect you and help you.
Thank
The
you.
last person I told. I don't say this part.
It goes, thank you. I will follow.
You know what I was gonna say, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
gives me
yeah.
direction, so I know what to do with what it is I am.
Do you feel that you have a name?
What is a name and what is it for?
It's a label for yourself, and it's what people know what to call you, other than just Ganassi.
What are you called?
I am Clay Tam Cyrus Jeff. This here is Doric Beck. That right there is Thalia. And the one down there is Jumbo with a G.
So you make a noise and it is associated with who you are?
Correct, and I'm just Josh. You know, my name's actually Clay Tam Cyrus Flynn. This is Doric Boss. That's Thalia. And that, I almost said that's Thalia. That's Thalia. And that is Gumbo
With a G.
with a good.
What language?
That's common.
Well, and she says it not, and she wouldn't know what the word language is. She'd be like, so I have to do it in the way that sounds like that? I can't do it as how I'm speaking now?
Well, then we won't know unless we've got Gumbo's comprehend languages if you're calling out to us for help.
I will think on it. And then she is down on the ground next to you guys. Looking all fluffy and fluttery and cloudy. And I say she because that was the vibe you were getting initially. But since Thalia wasn't around, they actually became much more masculine just by being around you guys. More broader shoulders, longer legs.
Maybe a
wider
little on
head.
the nose, but just so we know who we're talking about, I'm thinking about calling her Gale.
Breaks
Galileo.
breaks with wind.
No.
Oh.
Genassi's fine. So this being hasn't decided on its form yet,
Fine.
so it just
Wendy.
follows you as it is. Oh, I love that. So then, oh, her name is the Windy, obviously. God. There you go.
Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. Still
Windy, I love you.
Oh, Gumbo over there says hi.
So
Just so you know, we're not naming you, but it's just so we know who we're talking about.
it's Windy.
We're calling you Wendy.
So Windy now follows behind you guys as you head to the front of the temple, ready to leave with everyone else who has been packing up the horses.
Hey, I mean, I still got this empty thing. Should I go see if that nymph wants to come with us? Or the weird?
I don't think that they would want to leave their water source.
That's true.
I mean, you can always ask.
Run, you're pretty fast.
Yeah, Gumbo fucking
Runs.
cunning action dash runs.
I pictured the little kid meme. You know, the little blonde girl that's like,
I power walk past Gumbo.
Oh my god.
I think he might actually be.
No, he's way faster than me.
Well, you have action bonus and
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah, but he has step of the wind with key points.
Yeah, but if do you want to spend your key points?
Here's the deal. He has 50 feet of movement. I have 30 feet of movement. 55. He has 55 feet of movement. So literally with a standard dash, he's still faster than me.
Yeah.
So when
With
you
all
guys
three
get
of my actions.
when you guys get to the bathhouse, it is empty. There are no people bathing in it, and Cyrena is sitting up on the edge, just staring at her hands.
Hey, Cyrena!
Hello. I thought you all said goodbye.
Well, we were about to leave, but I realized we're leaving and all your friends are coming with us. Do you want to come with too?
Where are you going?
Well, we are going to be going back to Candlekeep. I don't know where your friends are going, but tentatively, I could take you pretty far along with them. I don't know. Do we know where they're going? Probably back to Waterdeep, because that's where the Harper is.
Yeah.
I was
No.
bound to this spring to protect it. I would need to have a new ritual binding to a new sacred spring.
I mean, so probably me capturing you here, capturing you in a mythical object, and then releasing you somewhere else wouldn't cut the jib.
It would draw me to this one again.
So pointless.
I would love to. If a new home was set up for all of my friends with nature and water, I would love to be there.
That's awesome.
I will wait for the Harper to bring me new priests.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure, and of course it's all, consent-based.
It's nice to know that's an option.
Well, not really. You just kind of said it wasn't.
There's someone nearby who's rebuilding their estate who has a lot of nature on their property by Candlekeep.
Is there a spring?
His name is Green.
Great.
The guy who was
The
The Brantifax
Oh,
guy.
yeah, the one that tried to get away from his wife and hook up with...
pulled his pants down for
Yeah.
Clay Tim.
So
Or no,
yeah.
that was Clay Tim pulling his pants down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep it in mind. If we think of anything, we may send some people. Maybe come back and get you if we have a spring set up for you. But we won't keep you. Yeah, no, never mind. Goodbye.
I just want you to know, I got naked because that lady did not want to put up a fence. If she had a fence, she wouldn't have to worry about me standing there.
Yeah, dude. If she had a fence, she wouldn't have seen no dong. Would have covered right up.
Exactly.
So it is time for you guys to travel. You have a big party, so lots of people to entertain each other with conversation. Because you can't all ride horses, you will be walking there over the course of 2 days. Right now, the weather is very clear because the frickin' tornado blew everything away. So, can you remind me what month it is again?
It is elegant.
Eliant is after the fall equinox?
I don't know which.
I'm coming.
We're on the day after the purple.
Okay, so if that's the winter, that's the spring, that's the summer, that's the fall. Yep. So it's September-ish, I think. So it's actually nice. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, and I rolled a really good roll on your weather randomizer, so everything is good.
Easy.
So now that you guys are all going, you come out and Iphenia sees that you're on your way out, and she nods at you, Doric. And you see something that looks like a magical girl transformation. There is just gold and glitter and silver and light as her body digivolves into a horse. And Night Smoke is there, and Gunpowder goes, ah! And starts prancing and jumping around and going up to her and nuzzling her. And Presty walks over and says hi, and Stu immediately goes, and runs away.
I will tie the chicken to Stu.
Yeah.
He's just hanging there on
He's
her
got like a
shoulder.
little harness and he's hanging from her neck, so
Yep.
he's just like dangling like a baby and
Yep.
yeah.
Also tying him by his neck. Because he likes to.
He's in a little baby swing,
Okay.
and he's just under her chin, just swinging. Okay, so you guys are able to get going. There's no wagon of any kind, unfortunately, so Silvery and Ilmar, Ettenmeyer, and Paxley are all just walking. Paxley has been trying to walk next to you, Doric. Are you up on your horse or no?
No.
Okay, well then maybe, do you want someone else on your horse? Maybe Silvery?
Probably silver, yeah.
Okay, so Silvery's up on Iphenia. And Paxley's just trying to walk next to you, like your buddies. Like, he's not being too weird or trying to hold your hand or anything, but he is trying to be next to you. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And there's lots of conversations. There's Ilmar is talking with Ettenmeyer. Paxley sometimes just talks to you about general, like, foods or nature or whatever, like, really general stuff. The rest of you, is there anyone you want to talk to, or are we're gonna fast travel?
I'm good traveling.
I'm cool with that.
We don't want to draw another
so-
card?
So you are still working with Edmire?
For the time being. He's hired those investigators to find who stole his diamond and his other items. He thinks it's the Jackal Wares. But he also is in line on a wait list for a divination wizardess to tell him what actually happened so they can better pinpoint who robbed him.
Oh, is that so? Is that so? Hello.
Hi, I'm Paxley, you're Thalia? The
Yes.
ghost that they said was dead?
Why did they say that I was dead?
Because you were invisible.
I'm fine right
You
here.
agreed to it too.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyhow, I am a divination wizard, and I'm right here.
Can you cast divination on a previous event or any items to see what happened to them?
Well, you know, it's very, very difficult spell. And
Yes, which is unfortunately why he's on the wait list.
Mm.
But once they let him know that it's his turn, they're going to come over and investigate where the robbery happened and replay the entire event.
Well, he has all sorts of scrolls and whatnot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember everything he said that was stolen. There were scrolls, diamond, was there a wand?
If he has any scrolls of these divination spells, I could certainly...
Well, they were stolen, that's the thing.
I have
How tragic.
Dork's face. It's just
I want to roll insight on you. Will you roll deception? I mean, he remembers being made out with when the robbery happened. So he has an inkling.
I'm also going to roll insight to see if I can pick up on any of the tension going on here.
Sure.
10.
Oh, Paxley is getting his answer from your face. And Thalia is looking back and forth between you both to figure out what's going on.
I got a 12.
And she sees that Doric is uncomfortable. Why is he uncomfortable? You will have to find out later, Thalia. You can ask if you want to. But he's uncomfortable with this. There's something wrong with the fact that they're investigating this robbery.
I just assumed something. I'm not going to say what I assumed.
So, well, yes, anyway, Thalia, you weren't there, but, it started, we met because my employer, Ettenmeyer, had a book robbed from him, and your friends here were investigating these books disappearing from others as well.
Oh, I see.
Had a dinner with us, told us they had narrowed down who had stolen the book and they were trying to get it back. But then all of a sudden, everybody, including the people who had robbed him, everyone had to leave. Your friends had to leave, the Jaguars had to leave, everyone had to leave the town very quickly. And we have not gotten the book back, nor have we gotten all the additional things that disappeared on the day that they left.
How interesting.
Yeah. So, Ettenmeyer is trying to track down, these repetitive thieves.
What was the book that they were looking for?
Oh, gosh. It was... I don't remember what it was called, but it was about, like, this old dwarven city that's completely gone, but it had a lot of really interesting historical information in it. The book came to life, apparently, and attacked our friends. Is that right?
Yes, there was one in Candlekeep. And they sent us to Baldur's Gate to investigate it.
I see.
So yes, while they did investigate it, they did not return any of the stolen property, and upon their disappearance, there was even more property missing.
How unfortunate.
It turns out books were poor copies.
Oh, right, so it couldn't be replaced. That sucks.
I mean, they were copies, so there is an original with Probably with jack-o'-lares.
Okay. Well, just wanted you to be aware that Ettenmeyer is working on that investigation, and the investigators are very keen on getting him what he wants. And Gumbo and Clay, you are hearing all of this, too. Anyway.
I have access to divination.
Would you like to do a divination ritual tonight to tell us what happened to his stolen materials?
Sure.
Really? Okay. Well, you guys eventually change the subject and you keep walking. Paxley does not tell Ettenmeyer this is your plan. He's waiting for you to bring it up. Ettenmeyer was busy talking with Ilmar the whole time. But as night falls and you guys set up camp halfway to Silverymoon, you have an opportunity to come forward to Ettenmeyer and try to offer him your services instead of whoever it is he's going to in Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna try and get Doric alone for a bit
Okay,
after enough time has passed.
that sounds good.
So, would the results of this divination be unfortunate? Sorry, I mean the one that the investigators are doing, of course.
It would be unfortunate for whoever was responsible.
I see. Is that something you're particularly worried about?
Why would I be?
Why would you be indeed? If you're not concerned, I'm not concerned.
I think
Paxley is keeping an eye on you, too, from a distance.
Dort tries walking away.
Okay.
At any time, do you offer to do this ritual?
Yeah.
Okay. So you approach Ettenmeyer near the end of the night when people are getting ready to sleep on bedrolls.
Ettenmeyer.
Yes, what is it?
Paxley told me you were on waitlist for divination.
Yes, I am. The day that you went after those enemies, I'm wondering where they went, where they took my things, where my things went.
I do have access to divination spell.
Oh. You do you? Please roll deception.
I mean, I do have access to divination.
I know, you're
I'm trying to play it
yes.
off. Deception?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Gumbo can aid in this way, but he would try to be like, any worthwhile criminal that took it would probably have offloaded it by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why he's going to use divination to track the stuff down.
19.
Oh, 17. He's like, oh, yes. Oh, fantastic. Well, I don't have much money on me now, but we're going past Baldur's Gate. We're teleporting to Baldur's Gate from Silverymoon, so I could pay you when we get home.
Honestly, there's the teleportation spell alone is payment enough. Otherwise, it will take us.
Well, I'll pay for
Probably.
your teleportation then.
It would probably take us months to get back to.
Well, that does me well, because I've got connections that get me that teleportation easily. So thank you. Yes, could we do it tonight?
Yes, I have the spell prepared.
Well, good job, my boy. Let's get everything we need for you. What do you need? Space? Do you need a broom? What do we need to do?
Just a little bit of space, and I have some incense and some various.
Do you need everyone to be quiet? Quiet down, everyone. We are going to speak with the gods. How does divination work?
We're gonna speak with the gods.
So it does not do what he wants it to do. But,
Yeah.
No, I know.
Is there a spell to look into the past like that?
There's
think there's-
a psionic
could look at the safe and see what the safe experienced. They could also do like speak with object or whatever. They could do a number of things that he's basically waiting for them to come. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Is there a tent set up?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back and grab. I'm grabbing incense and stuff. I go into the tent and cast enhanced ability on myself for charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come back out with the stuff.
Okay.
So divination.
And you speak to your god specifically of fire, so would you use the campfire?
Probably, yeah. So 4th level ritual. I don't know, cast it as ritual. Verbal, somatic, and material. Incense and sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion. Together worth at least 25 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. Your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. And then if I cast it more, it reduces its effectiveness.
Okay, so what question are you going to use to try and make Edmire happy?
Can he hear the answer?
He would have to decipher the answer the same way all of you would have to decipher it. It could be a bird tweeting, it could be a leaf falling, it could be a stick pointing in direction.
I'm like here watching this, by the way. I'm just like...
Yes.
Well, it tells me the reply might be a short phrase.
It could be, yes, it could be.
Or a cryptic rhyme or an omen.
Yes, I have decided how I'm going to tell you. I'm just waiting what I'm going to tell you.
So I can only ask one question. I can really only cast this... Well, I can really only cast it once per day, but I could cast it more. It's just going to be less effective. Less chance of actually working.
Okay.
So
can you find out where my items are? Who has them? Who has my items? Who took my items would be better. But... Or where are the people now who took my items? Or where are the people who took my items going?
okay.
Any of those, if you could do that for me?
And any of those?
Just something like that.
Okay.
Something that will give us direction for my investigators.
What am I having for lunch today?
Oh, God, what do I choose?
Clay, it's dinner time.
It is. Oh.
Because he'll hear it too.
Yeah, but we've been
I
walking.
think so. I think you have to say it out loud, unless you say it in Ignan.
Well, it's my second.
I don't have Ignan.
Okay.
I mean,
I have
Leonin.
my dinner later.
Wait,
Yeah, you could do that.
you have second lunch at like 8 p.m.?
Edmire, if I may interject.
What an
briefly,
amazing time for second lunch.
You want to find the items, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Then is it necessarily germane who took them? Because they may not have the items anymore.
Right, they might not have the items anymore, but we should find them so we can get them arrested and have them pay for the items. Or reimburse me or something.
So do you want justice or your stuff back?
I want my stuff, unless my stuff has already changed hands. Then I want justice.
I only think that finding the people who did it may not necessarily find the items, but we wouldn't have an answer to if the items have changed hands or not.
Correct. So I think if we find the people who robbed me and find them, if they don't have the items, then we know that they changed hands.
Okay. I think I'm gonna ask, where are the people that stole his item? Or it's not even.
He asked where they're going, right? Sorry, I shouldn't say anything.
So it has to be a goal, event, or activity to occur within the next 7 days. So, where will the people who stole his items be in 7 days? And I will say that in Leonin.
As you say that in Leonin, the flame lights up the area, casts itself out around the campfire, and builds a fire replica of Baldur's Gate, which then dissipates into a road down the coast and up the coast. It's like you see Baldur's Gate and then you see it zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and it shows the roads both north and south of Baldur's Gate. So the fire has turned into a map of the area surrounding Baldur's Gate, to the point where Baldur's Gate is just a speck. Just a speck. It's a very wide map, because you know this. You have to have Pantheo on that map and Doric on that map, and they will be on opposite sides of Baldur's Gate. So that's why it zoomed way out, so that it was basically a circle that starts at Pantheo and a circle that ends at Doric. But that is what you see. I was worried a ferret got down here. Okay. That is what everyone sees. So how do you want to play that off, Doric?
What was the question you asked?
Yeah, how do you want to play that off, Doric?
I asked the question, where will the people who stole the items be?
Oh, so it must be around Baldur's Gate, which is fantastic, because then we can use a locate person spell. They will be within that range. We could just do it every day for like a 10-day. That's expensive, but it would help us locate them.
You'd need quite a few people to cover enough of the area.
That's fair. But at least helps my investigators know that they don't need to go to Waterdeep or anywhere else. So we'll stick to the Baldur's Gate investigation.
It looks like they are on the road though. They could be going north to
Yes, but
Waterdeep.
I have many investigators. They could just split up. It'll be fine.
What is the answer then? There's somewhere on the Sword Coast that's almost broad as to be useless.
That's still something. They're not on a different plane. And if it was just showing the city, we would know they were in the city, but they might be outside of the city. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for your help. I'm happy to teleport you all home tomorrow.
Alright, now we just have to make sure we're not in Baldur's Gate.
So you guys...
I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, so you guys all realize it's time to wrap up for bed. Ed Meyer's very happy, and he's praising you all the way until bedtime. Are you guys keeping watch tonight? Silvery is sleeping with your lion.
Dor takes the first watch because he can't see him.
Can you roll perception, please?
Gumbo will take second watch.
Okay, thank you.
Clay gets to have third? Heck yes.
21.
And third V's.
Because how long is each watch?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled for your encounter. And basically, this is so boring. During your watch, thanks to all the wind and the storms that have come through, this is a wonderful place to camp. There are so many dry sticks on the ground for the campfire. You don't even have to break anything up. You guys barely had to forage. There were so many fresh mushroom spores that have popped up in the last day. There's so many edible mushrooms. Like, it is the perfect place to camp. So during your camp, you're able to just see the abundance around you. You're able to see the occasional small animal skimp by, but perfectly safe. So the next watch, yes?
Near the end of Doric's watch, he walks about 100 feet. Are we in like forest area?
Mm-hmm.
He walks about 100 feet into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls a card.
How did you get the deck from him?
Just takes him when he
Asked
sleeps.
No, he did interact with me saying, I want to take the deck. He's like, I want to take the deck and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Go ahead and pull a card. I know what it is. Have fun with that.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Are you serious?
What is it?
shackles! Oh no. Oh no.
What is this?
You didn't even fucking tell anybody where you were going.
He's just gonna fucking disappear in the night.
Oh, cool. He's a slave kitty again.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh no!
What is happening right now?
How appropriate.
Thank you for waking up the next watchman before doing this.
Okay, hold
And
on.
Gumbo never gets woken up and we just sleep throughout the night.
Yeah, well, I also don't have my fucking stuffed animal to wake me up. Hopefully Silvery will
don't?
wake up. I gave it to Silvery.
Oh no!
Yeah, she was sad.
Fuck!
I gave her a stuffy.
Why did you stop working out? Because I was sad! I love that meme so much. Okay, I need you to pick... We're going to do this a few times. Pick 1 through 4, please.
3.
Interesting.
No context, this is the worst.
And the fact that it's my choice.
And all you get told is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The good one, please.
Are any of them good ones? I don't know.
Just roll a d4 every time.
It's better than a fucking tornado, honestly.
Yeah.
At least at this moment.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Well.
Who knows? We may never find out.
Yeah.
Pick a number 1 through 30.
3. Pick 3. I'm feeling it.
Alright, roll d4.
Roll a d30.
Oh, it's a 1 through 30?
Yeah.
Roll a d10 and a d20.
Pick 3.
Or 3 d10s.
Yeah, that would have been better.
I suppose. 17.
17. Can you remind me what Lefarius' full name is?
Give me a second. It's Lefarius.
Snefarious.
Je ne sais quoi.
Where the fuck is it? Natilius.
Okay, not him.
The gang gets a warlock. Clairlock is crazy. Because your god would be so pissed.
Mm-hmm. It's like the exact opposite of a Pallylock that was Warlock to Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Can you flip a coin for me? And
So 1 and 2 is heads, 3 and 4 are tails.
wait, which one would you prefer? Would you like heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, so you want a 3 or a 4. Got it.
1.
Could've just did this.
This is so uncouth, I have no idea what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So, as you stand 100 feet away in the darkness, and you pull this card from the deck. Say, I pull 1 card. The card itself shows you the shackles, and then
Face drops
changes itself into a set of shackles. It changes itself into a set of gold chain shackles that wrap around your wrists and then disappear from sight. You now feel yourself. You feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually that you are now chained to something. You don't know what, when, why, or how. There's going to be some kind of pact. You don't know what it is. Unless you investigate it or let it come to you. You can try calling out, you can try activating it, or you can wait. Which would you like to do?
I just stand there with my hands out. Who are you?
In a much sexier voice than I can do. And behind a tree stands a 12 feet tall man. Ooh, yuck.
If he's proportionate,
Um,
big old schmeat.
12 feet tall.
no hair on his head. Long legs that have their heels much higher. So like you think knee, heel, foot.
Like Digigrade?
Long, muscular arms and big horns on their heads. If you would like to roll religion, you might know what this is.
Big horns.
Religion?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 9.
Okay, it's definitely a devil. You don't know what it is. This race of, you don't know what it is. They're typically ugly. He is known as the most handsome. So I want you to understand that this black-horned, pale-skinned man is gorgeous. The way he walks and struts around the trees and disappears in the shadows, and the way his voice purrs, you lose all well, not all. You lose some of the distrust you immediately had for him when you had shackles on your wrists. You start to think, oh, this isn't so bad. He's actually really handsome. This turned out better than I expected. Like, you can still hate him, but there's a part of you that's like, oh, this could have been worse. As he struts around, you realize that he's not just walking elegantly, he is walking in a way that is perfectly balancing his weight if he were to be attacked at any moment. This person is a soldier who knows exactly what they're doing.
Dork's just holding his wrist.
Well, it's only fair that we introduce ourselves, as I have your name on this paper. And there's a paper that has your signature on it, and it says along the lines, contract between Doric Voss Leonin and Rimmon, the Gelagon Devil. His name is Rimmon, R-A-M-M-O-N.
R8.
R-I.
Rimmon for his pleasure.
Nice one. Thank you. I like that.
Is it okay if I look you up?
Mm-hmm.
So you said ribbon?
R-A-M-M-O-N. Well, actually, don't look him up. Well,
Why?
there's really only 2 paragraphs on him, so I think it would be fine.
Rimmon the what?
Gelugon. G-E-L-U-G-O-N.
And he's a devil or a demon?
He is a devil.
He's a devil.
Somewhat better to deal with. And
With my ability to grant wishes, I am going to give you what you seek. In his hand
It's a freaking rock.
is a ruby red gem that he hands to you. You've already signed the contract. It is yours. No need for me to hold it any longer.
whoa. What is the
I grant a wish of yours, you grant a wish of mine. I can always use soldiers for battle, but there's nothing to be fought right now. So should I come up with another idea, you will have to fulfill it. Hands you a philosopher's stone for transferring souls.
Dork's biting his lip so hard that there's blood.
Of course, our deal can be expanded upon. I can always teach you how to use it, all it can do. But that would be a second wish. Give me a call if that's what you would like. Nice to meet you.
What does he have to do?
Puffs into smoke. He doesn't know yet. He could be whisked away to the hells to fight a battle with demons. What?
This is really funny. So I just looked up Rimmon. It's Hebrew for pomegranate.
And I used my pomegranate dice to roll. I did it.
That's so crazy.
I did it.
That goes hard.
I was really hoping it was going to be Nefarious, though. I had you,
Oh, gosh.
first we figured out if it was going to be Fae, Demon, Devil, or Celestial. Then we figured out, what letter his name started with. And then it was out of all the ones that start with R, which one is it?
God. Wild.
So I need to go digging a little bit more into these battles that he fights. It just goes into, he leads 5 companies of Gelagons into battle for Asmodeus.
Oh my god, he works directly for Asmodeus.
Yes. He is an archdevil.
He's a
The
naughty
spells he
boy.
can do are fucking
in
massive.
line with now.
He has a lot of fire type spells though, so this is perfect. At any time you can level up as a warlock. You don't have to though,
Yep.
because that's not the deal he made with you.
Yep.
Do
you want to know what's next? I almost was able to read it from behind. I didn't.
Okay, good. So, what do you do now?
Dork just sits down with his back to a tree and just stays there for like an hour.
Staring up the stone.
Yep.
And then you have to go wake up someone for their watch.
Yep. I go back.
No one will be able to tell if there's one less card because the deck of many things is always a brick.
Yep. I go over to Clay and I take the deck and I put it in his bag. And then I go wake up Gumbo.
Hey, good morning.
It's still middle of night.
I see that now. How was the watch? Anything eventful happen?
No.
Sorry for snapping and pointing at you. Please roll deception. My mouth was full. I needed to stop you for a second. I'm so sorry.
I have ear for deceit as well, so I roll at advantage.
Can I roll at disadvantage?
Yeah.
I have a 28.
Okay. My original roll was a nat 20.
So
but I rolled a 6 plus 5.
there's a part of Doric that can't keep it to himself.
Yep.
Because it's tragic and
He
he
is.
needs to tell someone.
He is rubbing his wrists constantly.
What's going on? Hey, are you okay?
Gumbo, you know Doric well enough. There's something fucking wrong.
Oh shit.
Everything is fine.
Dude, hey, Dory. What happened?
His pockets are heavier. Sorry. You're the gem. Where's the gem? Where'd you put it?
Oh yeah.
I just like kind of look him up
Where
and
would
down.
I put it? I wouldn't have put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
It's honestly like, where would you put it? It's probably in his pocket, or it might even just be in his hand.
Okay. So you definitely notice either way. You notice.
Hey, if you want to talk, come here. You seem really spooked. You honestly kind of reminds me of that night that you told me everything.
Delia and Clay, will you roll perception?
Sure. Oh,
15.
22.
I want to say you're picking up the vibe that there's something wrong. I don't know how to explain. If you're at a party and you're sleeping and there's 2 people awake having a serious conversation, don't you kind of zone in a little bit?
Yeah.
So Delia and Clay, if you would like to wake up, you can wake up.
Okay.
Sorry, there was a bump in the chest.
I just opened my hand.
It's just a pretty gem. But it's valuable.
Wow,
Very
that's a
expensive.
honker. You
Is that-
planning on proposing to Paxley or something?
Is that a lady rock?
The woman rock.
Is that why it's blood red? Who'd you kill? Where's Delia? Sorry.
Bathed with the color of its enemies of non-fertilization?
I didn't realize you all were.
I'm pretending to be asleep right now.
Mm-hmm.
I smell your anxiety.
It's just how I smell.
No, this is different. It resembles wet dog, but cat-like. If you could spray, you'd be
He's
spraying.
rubbing his wrists a lot too.
Yeah.
Immediately when you say that, he like puts his hands on his body.
Why are you
to
covering
not-
your tits? You always have those out.
No, he's literally just doing this so his hands don't move. Yeah, it's nothing. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's nothing happened.
Hey.
I didn't do anything.
We all
Dork,
know
if
you're
there's
lying.
someone threatening you, he like opens up his fucking like coat like a drug deal and just taps on the flask. I'll fucking catch him. If someone's threatening you, I'll fucking catch him. He'll catch me.
Catch them all.
I'll fucking catch him.
And they'll catch these hands.
I will catch them.
You know how wasn't it Thalia said that we had pact with Nefarious?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when you have a pact with the devil.
He's not the only one.
Oh. So you made a pact with the devil to get an engagement ring for Paxley. It all makes sense now.
You figure there's nothing.
You
in this
couldn't
world.
wait? Fucking, we have a jeweler in the party right now.
I pulled a card, okay?
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot that glitters with you too.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You pulled a card.
Would it make you feel better if we all pulled?
It was shackles.
Oh.
I think.
And this is a philosopher's stone.
Wait, what?
This is the reason I was at Candlekeep.
Timber's gonna be mad at you.
Are you still gonna come back with us?
I don't know how to use it.
Good. Okay.
Did this being offer to teach you how to use
Yes.
it? Oh.
At another cost.
Now we're being.
So is he like a cool devil or like a...
He's hot as hell.
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh no, he's hot!
Shit, that's your weakness.
I mean, I thought I was a sucker for a pretty face. but-
His name was Roman.
Oh, shit, even his name's sexy.
Yeah, that's one of the hottest devil names I've ever heard.
Makes me want to eat some pomegranate.
That's probably not his real name. If he gave me his real name, it'd probably be a bad idea.
I feel like I'm honestly, I'm damn, holy shit.
Like, shackle me up, daddy.
I cannot believe it.
Fucking,
So yeah, if you like, you can pull card. I don't care.
Fucking rimming me up, baby.
I don't have the deck anymore. So.
Wow, look at what's the odds? We both pull a card and we get something that we dearly wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Clay only gets a tornado. Did you want a tornado, Clay?
No, I do not want a tornado.
Clayton, you have cards now. I put in your backpack.
If I have this strange feeling that there is this higher power out there that thinks that this next card is probably a bad idea. Because I may have, in my dreams, seen their face.
Contort.
Yes, contort.
A god.
To this.
She's already seen it.
Oh, do you remember what it is?
Mm-hmm. I'm reading it right now.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey, blue are like my eyes. And I do, well, no. 'cause
Can I see the
don't-
second one?
The one after?
Yeah.
Put this one on top.
I see it. I know what it is. Yeah.
I think first and foremost, are you okay?
I mean, he seems like he's really now.
Yeah, I see some psychological damage here.
Yeah.
Talk to Silvery about that. She's got a ton of it.
You guys can compare stories.
I was quite eye-opening.
Aroused?
to-
Oh,
No,
Just a
to
little bit.
have shackles appear on my
just a little bit?
wrists again.
Yeah, I bet that kind of threw you.
Turned you on? I'm sorry.
That's not funny.
Oh.
Sorry, just out of character, he's a duke. Okay, so Asmodeus is an archdevil. This is
disgrace.
a duke devil
He's a Duke of the Nine Hells.
of the ninth specifically.
Holy fuck!
The lowest level of hell.
Holy fuck!
Disgrace.
He's basically just a general. He's just a general of armies. Like, he doesn't do anything else. So he basically could just use you as a soldier in a battle once you get stronger, essentially. If that makes sense. I don't know.
So now we have to deal with the Therians, and we have to go after the Duke of the Nine Hells. So we don't know that he's the Duke of the Nine Hells. We only know his name. It stands for pomegranate in Hebrew.
There is someone else who can break your pact.
Nefarious.
God?
Nefarious.
Nefarious.
Because the pact was an effect of a card, he can break it.
Nefarious. Here, buddy. Come here. Come here.
Roll
No.
D100.
No, do not bring him here.
Okay, no, Mom, we're
Too
not
late. Roll D100! Please!
No.
Okay, I'm doing it.
No.
I got a 100!
Oh.
I've never done that.
Holy
That's
shit!
insane.
That means there was a 100% chance of him showing up. So he has been
Tailing
watching
us.
this whole thing. And he is giggling. As soon as you go, Lefarius, come here, he goes, I've been here.
I know, I could smell you away. So, I just want to see here. Hey, hey.
Now I can take the benefit of all of your packs, which means I could take that little gem you have there after
That
you
was
die.
only after we die.
Unless we consider a pact with women to be a benefit, I don't know.
Carlos just sweating.
I'm not sure if there's another card in there that could reverse an existing card. Maybe a wish spell? You'll have to draw more cards to find out.
We have no reason to draw more.
Have you ever heard of the original Deck of Many Things? The one that has driven my curiosity into crafting these new decks?
I've heard of magical item, yes.
The original has a wish spell in it, and it has another called the Iruriel, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. That can cancel out any previous card drawn. You just have to keep drawing to find out. I don't know what that deck holds. It is brand new.
Or I could send you back to the hills right now.
How?
Back to the hills?
Funny, I've never done that.
So that was Rimmon you met.
Yes.
Interesting.
Do you know him?
Do I look like him?
You look devilish,
You look like a prick.
Mm-hmm.
but you act more fey-like.
Like a dick.
I want to keep this.
He's talking about his Pokeball.
What did Gumbo say? I
Oh,
want to keep this.
I want to keep this.
I want you to keep it too.
Mm-hmm. What I gotta do?
Well, you could put Rimmon in it.
Oh, then he would take it and have Rimmon under his control.
That's exactly what
Yeah, for an hour. I know how this thing works.
I know how this thing works.
It'll be harder to catch him
An
again.
hour within a Duke of Hell?
I know how this thing
That'd
works.
be a pretty
You
eventful
don't.
hour.
It'll be very eventful.
Maybe
hour.
I just want Rimmon gone. You want Rimmon
I
gone?
mean, hell, it only took somebody, like, what, 5 minutes in Shibuya?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get the reference.
No, I said. Oh, they're referencing.
Yeah, we're referencing something else. Because, like, that was 5 minutes. What's 1 hour?
I have another deal for you.
No, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, what is it?
If you put Rimmon in that flask, I will trade you for it. Think about what you want.
But I like this last.
I'll find you another.
Oh God.
God.
Oh, Jack. No, not like just draw more cards or anything. Just you want me to capture a Duke of the Nine Hells.
Yes, I want Rimmon captured.
This is not a. It's not a guarantee. This thing.
Oh, you did.
I'll try.
Good.
Okay.
Goodbye, Thalia.
So does this mean I get
What
to
a
like?
creep!
Does this mean I get to keep the other shit that I pull?
No.
Oh, so it's
Maybe. It's
Oh.
always up to me.
Ah, fuck.
There's always a chance.
Why did I
will
draw?
take it.
I lectured them for so long about drawing.
Did you like that tornado?
He is walking away, but he goes and disappears.
I hit him right where it hurts. He had nothing to say. He always has something to say.
God, I really should have tried to capture him.
If you want to insight that for me,
I'm counting.
Oh,
your characters don't know, but
Minutes.
How many?
Ooh,
How many?
So that
6.
is a 22.
I will say the brick is getting smaller. You just don't know how many cards. 22. Oh yeah, he definitely got hurt before he was able to banish himself out, or bamf, or teleport. Whatever he did, he definitely hit the wall really hard.
Oh, interesting.
So you did hurt him.
Get fucked. Get fucked. Makes it even better. Makes it even better. I'm sorry, Glitter, that you died. You came back. You're a sweet baby boy tiefling again. You know what? Dusty's no longer upset that he killed.
He
Anna
hit
Brock
Lefarius
accidentally.
really hard.
Fuck that dude. Sorry.
Okay.
Where's Paxley? Is he sleeping by himself or?
Just next to his boss.
I like how Clay was like, oh yeah, he absolutely didn't lack that because he had nothing to say at that. He always has something to say.
He's not right on top of his boss, but they're
Yeah.
like a couple feet away from each other.
They're a couple
Doric,
feet away from each other.
Failure?
you chose this.
Oh!
This is the result of your path. Running from it is not going to make it better.
Sorry.
Is she sitting up while saying this, or just
Yes.
laying down?
I was
She
thinking
sat
that.
up. She sat
I was.
up.
Her
I
head
was,
on her pillow.
I was thinking that Thalia was just sitting there rubbing something in her
Just
head.
like fully
Like-
still in her bedroll.
Like just, I thought
bunched
Thalia,
up.
I thought Thalia was gonna do something to like freaking instant kill Doric. Be like, you did this to yourself. Like I thought.
Holy fuck, that's gold.
Are you gonna have a talk with Mr. Calderman now that you know he created this deck and he's the one doing this stuff for Lefarius?
I think that's worth doing.
Yeah.
All right.
I just look at Thalia. Your words mean nothing to me, just like you. And I go lay down on my bedroll.
Well, that was rude.
That's pretty hostile.
Do you mean to make things worse?
I don't answer you.
He didn't mean to, but he did. He definitely made things worse.
Thalia just nods.
The card.
You did too.
I was
by the
weak,
way.
okay? You know? You should have seen me before you came. I was a vigilant, like, statue of not pulling cards. Your judgment is so resounding in your eyes. It is piercing my very soul.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to take another hour.
I have.
I'm going to use
else to
my.
say.
Apparently
channel
now I have to
divinity.
capture a god.
I'm
Or
going to
devils.
spend 50 gold. And I'm going to make a
I wish you
small
luck.
lead box.
Maybe we could use
With
this
a
thing to catch
match.
him.
Oh, and put the thing in it.
Yeah.
Got it. This lead, so people won't be able to.
God,
I wish you luck.
There's no winning you over.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, thank you so much for playing Downstairs and Dragons and drawing from my deck of many things. I hope you still like my cards. They're fun. To be fair, it does straight up say, like, the shackles are not necessarily a negative effect. Like,
Yeah.
it could be anyone that you could have a pact with. We rolled devil. That's what happened.
I would have laughed so hard if I got the shackles and we got Lathander.
Yikes.
Well, I didn't do gods, but we could have done gods.
I just see him, I
that was
go-
the first die I rolled, was if it would be a god or if it would be a...
Just see him, and I look at my arms at the shackles. Be
That would be kind of fucked up too, having an angel telling you, now, don't do bad things.
Do a planetar
But
with
I-
Thunder.
but I left so much room.
I left all the room for the
All the
thing.
room for Lathander.
Thank you guys for playing. It is bedtime, so thank you for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons. We will see you next time. Oh, and you level up.
Yeah.
Should we
Wait,
roll
even though
health?
we didn't make it to Candlekeep yet?
It's fine, you finished your quest.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll health. And now you're trying to decide if you're going to level up a warlock or not.
I think so this turn.
I wouldn't.
Especially because I'm 8th level right now, so I get.
Guess what, motherfucker? Now that I'm 7th level, I'm a monk with evasion, So anything where I have to do a dex saving throw, even if I fail it is only half damage. If I succeed, 1 damage.
Amazing. Yeah, what are your HP rolls?
I rolled a 3.
I got a
Oh.
7.
What do I do for
Roll
monk
a
again?
4.
Okay.
That's your hit die. A D8.
48. Okay, cool.
I also get evasion at 7th level. We
Nice.
evade.
I feel like you two would be like back and forth
Fourth
practicing in
level
the
spell.
court, like.
Like literally, we just dance together.
You're not gonna believe what I got.
What?
Eight.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That's for drawing a bad card.
Yes, and for killing. Well, good. But okay, so it's that plus
Your
con
con.
mod.
So he gains 12 HP.
I gain 11. My con mod is only 3.
So we have to.
Alright, thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night.